Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's show. Today's show is all about music. If you know me, you know I love music, all kinds of music. When I met Kirk back in 1989, all I listened to was like Blondie and Madonna. Then Kirk taught me how to appreciate classical music and opera, and I've since added those to my listening catalog. Today, I listen to everything from Ariana Grande to Beethoven to Perfume Genius to Bach to Ezra Furman. On today's show, I have an up-and-coming singer, songwriter, and musician who has just released his first EP called Ordinary. His name is Matt Mitchell. I Zoomed with Matt this week from his family home in Chicago. Let's take a listen to the interview, okay?
So funny.
Oh, here we go. Hello, Matt. Thank you for being on the show. And congratulations on your single, Ordinary. Kirk and I have listened to it several times and it is amazing. Tell us how you came to write the song and what the song means to you.
Thanks for having me and thanks for listening. Ordinary was written, I would say July 2019-ish. Was just in a weird spot in a relationship, and I just needed to let it out in a song. Just kind of fell out. Sometimes songs I do in pieces, or I'll do maybe a chorus here or something like that. And I just in 20 minutes, it all just started and came out by the end. And I used this piano riff that I had from years ago that I just never found a home for, and they just kind of came together like PB&J. So I've just been going with it since.
Now, Ordinary is the first single you released off of your new EP. First of all, explain what an EP is. Some of our viewers may not have heard that term before.
Yeah, so EP stands for extended play, which would be like a short album. So it could, like, mine's an extremely short EP. It's 3 songs, quick little arc, but normally 4, 5, 6 songs is an EP. And then you have your LPs, which would be like a full studio album, or around 10 songs is normally where that floats.
When will the other tracks on the EP be released?
So the third and final track comes out this Friday, and then the following Friday, the EP releases as a whole. So each Friday of August was a release of 1 single at a time, and then the complete project officially is launched September 4th.
Find myself here again. Will a pattern chasing? Everything's familiar, but you feel so goddamn new. Lost in my direction of the instructions I've gone through.
Does the EP have a theme? And if so, what story are you trying to tell?
We went in and I said, here's 10 tunes. And we decided we were going to pick about 5. And then it became 4. And then it became 3. And we just keep chipping away. And what we noticed was we wanted strong songs with strong themes, but also a consistent message. And for me, I'm sure a lot of other folks, quarantine has offered more space emotionally, mentally to heal and process things. So although I never intended my first produced project put out to be sad breakup songs, essentially, it just kind of made sense for what I was doing with my own meditative practice and where I was emotionally, and it just kind of lined up. So it does tell a very short kind of self-discovery about how I feel and process my thoughts through relationships, essentially.
Come home to me. I've been waiting patiently. Come home to me.
Now, you've done a lot of great stage work, theater, musical theater. You're a wonderful actor. Has recording an EP been a new road you are discovering, or has it always been part of your creative journey?
Actually, before I ever did theater, I was an instrumentalist. So the first thing I ever did in music before I even knew I could sing was play trumpet, and then French horn, and then I wanted to harmonize with myself, so I started teaching myself piano. And right around the piano time is when I started singing. I wrote my first song, I skipped a football practice when I was in 5th grade because I knew the garage at my parents' house would be empty and I didn't want anyone to know I could sing, or that I was writing music about liking a girl. And I think it was called Roller Coaster. I couldn't tell you a single word from it, but that was the first time I ever wrote. And then it just was my thing that I did in secret for a long time until about 18 when I finally started sharing my songs.
Who are the other musicians on your EP, and how did you come to work with them? Have you worked with them before?
Yeah, so the producer, engineer, and then he ended up laying down a lot of guitar tracks is Benjamin Schreier. And what year was it? 2014, 2015, we lived together. Strangely enough, I was living in a building on 101st Street, and I needed a place to go. And my friend knew somebody who had a sublet available in the same building. So I moved in with a great group of guys, and Ben was the room next to me. And Ben went to Berklee School of Music, an amazing guitar performer, perhaps the best I know. Since then, we just kind of had this working relationship. And then when I would write songs like Come Home, which is a song that comes out this Friday, Ben back in 2016 was the one who wrote the music with me and wrote the guitar. So I've been working with him forever. And then when we finally went to put an additional song in a studio setting and we needed a drummer, we used his friend Trevor Walker, Trevor plays drums is his Instagram handle. So he's been playing drums for me since 2017. And then the blues guitarist on Come Home is my buddy Isaac, who Isaac Haas. I went to conservatory with him. So I've been making theater with him since we were 18 years old.
So with the theater being on hiatus, let's say, for the near future due to the pandemic, do you have any other plans to go back into the studio? You mentioned something that you might be recording more music soon. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
You have more songs?
Yeah. I started, the first song of the next album was written last night. And I started it. It's a very different direction. I know it's always normally smarter to find your sound and stay in your lane, but I've been playing jazz since I was a kid, and I do musical theater, which is my main thing. And it's just like, I want all these sounds in different projects as I move forward. So I started this new project. I have this really big idea, because of course, no matter what you, me, or any of us in theater do, like everything we do has theater in it. So this next song, I want it to be a long play, a 10-song-ish album, and just tell this very specific story I have in mind. So I started it last night. So probably in a year, maybe we'll be done with it. It's going to take a while, but I'm really excited about this next project.
As if it was ordinary, you looked me in the eye. Ordinary, another day, another life. As if it was ordinary, bathed in your sin. I'm the fool that loved you, but you were holding him as if it was ordinary.
Now, I listened to Ordinary and Starting Over on iTunes. What other streaming platforms is it on? I want all the people who are watching this today to listen to your music. It's so wonderful. Are you on Spotify and SoundCloud? And
everything imaginable it should be on. It will come up on Pandora radios. You can Shazam it. Any streaming platform has it. Same with all the other singles and the EP coming out. So they are available everywhere you can find music.
well, I thank you so much for being on the show. I wish you all the best with this. We're going to be playing some of the music throughout the show today, and so people can hear it. Good luck. Please record more music because you are so talented, and everyone really, really needs to hear you and enjoy your music and your lyrics and just you. You're terrific.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Matt.
While you were enjoying that interview with Matt Mitchell, I went and put on my Vote 2020 shirt, which I just got this week. Kirk and I are new members of the Dolphin Democrats, the LGBTQ organization in Broward County, Florida. Remember, wherever you are, it's more important now than ever to vote and support the candidates that you want to see in office. You can make a difference. Well, thanks for watching the show, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and if you like the show, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Bye, everybody. Thank you.